Hello, my dear friend. Good evening. It is good to see you. I hope you had a pleasant filled day. And now we are here to give ourselves some time to retreat from the day, put it behind us, and get ourselves ready for a peaceful night of rest. I have my fun pants on here. Hop into something comfy, something that you will be able to sleep in later on. We can even end this video already in bed. So if you want to pause this, set yourself up. We end on our backs. It'll be a nice little transition to roll over onto your side and hit dreamland. So if you want to set yourself up, brush your teeth, get everything ready now before we press play. Otherwise, you can join me sitting up for the first few minutes before we begin and transition to lying on our backs. This practice is all level friendly, mostly working through a lot of the lower body, but just a nice way to kind of come into yourself, leave the day behind, and hopefully get a better night's rest. So to help yourself begin to melt the stresses of the day away, we start in a nice seat where we close the eyes and just come into the feeling of the breath. Just let yourself be here for a few moments. Take a big breath in and exhale fully. One more round of breath like that. Big inhale and exhale. Now I am going to add, as you continue to breathe, a little light background music on for you today. So you are welcome to let that gently lull you to sleep, or you can put on something of your own, or simply enjoy this mostly silent practice. Really giving your body and your mind a chance to calm down, relax, find this peaceful state to lower the energy, lower the vibration. And with this next breath, I invite you to take your right hand, take it over to the left side of your chest, finding your heart there. Feeling the heat from your hand as you physically connect to yourself, to the compassion, your true essence within. And we can take your left hand to the belly, connecting to your body's natural rhythms as you feel your nice, easy breath. Noticing the beat of your heart, the flow of your breath, the natural ease. Letting this peaceful rhythm signify to your brain that it is time to relax, time for a night's sleep, to give back to the body that did so much for us today. Take one more big breath. You can let the hands gently fall into the lap. Sitting up with a nice neutral spine, you can blink the eyes open. Inhale, take the chin up towards the ceiling. And let the head kind of loll to the right side of the shoulder. Beautiful. Making these little half circles, kind of dipping the chin back to the chest. Only moving to the right side, going back and forth sweetly, gently, just feeling all of the stretch happening. When you feel nice and lubricated on that side, we can gently start swinging to the left, finding whatever pace or movement here feels good to you, especially if we do a lot of desk work. Feeling your body relax. And making your way up to a nice even spine. Now turning to the shoulders for some circles, relieving some tension from head to toe. Okay, so take the fingertips to the shoulders if you like to help yourself really physically feel. Inhale, draw the shoulders up, squeeze them to the ears. And then exhale, bring them around and down. Big circles. And if you're like me, you can hear some mild crunching sounds, sensations in your back as you draw the shoulder blades down. As you work through those tough knots. And maybe you'd like to go a few the other way. Bringing the shoulders up towards the ears and around. And when you are finished, we are taking the knees together, feet come together, and we plant the feet down, coming into a little seated cat-cow. So really focusing on the back here, the spine. And if you want to kind of extend your legs a little bit more to make yourself more comfortable in your bed, please do so. Hands can come to the knees. Inhale, press through the knees to lift the chest. Really squeeze the shoulder blades. And exhale, round through the back, tuck the chin. Taking about 5 rounds. Hands can also come behind the knees. One last round for good measure. Beautiful. Slowly letting yourself unravel. And lifting back up, interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms forward. Exhale, round, tuck the chin in. A big, full expression of cat. Hold here. Exhale, release the fingers. We can take the hands back behind the knees. Slowly roll back onto the back. Make sure you have ample room here, enough room, moving my pillows behind me. All right, reach those legs out nice and long. Find a big stretch. Squeeze the legs and the arms. And exhale, take the feet and the arms over to the left side. A nice big banana. Making a big C shape. Feeling length. And carefully rolling further onto the left side, continuing this motion, prop your head up with your hand, not your hand with your head, keeping your left leg extended, coming into a little side lying tree pose. So we take the toes to the inner knee, maybe hold the knee with the hand if you'd like. We can also hold on to the bed, just squeezing through the glutes, opening up through those hips, the psoas, the groins. And then coming on to stretch the front of the leg, reach for this ankle and pull it back towards the hip. So you might want to bend your bottom leg to give yourself a little bit more balance, so we can kind of roll onto the belly if you want, but reaching, pressing through this foot and hand connection here to really reach the ankle in towards the hip so you feel the stretch happening along the front of the thigh. This is also great if we are desk workers. This junction right here is what gets so compressed and tightened when we sit for long periods of time. And carefully releasing, rolling back onto your back, extending this left leg, hugging the right knee in, lowering the head down onto the chest. Hold here for a few breaths. And maybe you want to kind of rock the knee side to side. Remembering this is still your practice to find anything else that feels good to you. And we can carry over this extension of the twist by taking the right knee over the left leg, finding a breath or two in this slight spinal twist. And coming back, supine, right knee is still in the air. We're now going to plant the left foot down, cross that right ankle over the left knee, and really just work on pressing through the hips. You can place your hand on the knee as well to kind of open here, or we can just come back to the breath. And coming in for a reverse pigeon, reaching the hands behind this left thigh to pull the legs in, breathing nice and deep. Releasing tension, stress, mental worries. Shrug those shoulders down if they've risen up a little. Finding one final breath. And then extending your bottom leg on the exhale. Perhaps finding a new hand position so we can work through the hamstring and the calf here. We can also do a little foot rollout, a little ankle flexion. Beautiful. Now bending this left knee again, crossing the legs, stacking knees, trying to come into a little reverse shoelace pose. Pulling both of the feet into the hips. Breathing through this big, intense stretch in the glutes. Pressing the lower back down into your bed or into your mat if you're on one. Beautiful. Last big breath in and exhale. Carefully unravel the legs, straightening both of them, and release them back down for a nice corpse pose. To begin again on the other side, big stretch in, squeezing everything. Exhale. Take all of your limbs to the right side this time. Big breath of a stretch. That one elicited a yawn from me. And coming onto your right side. Finding your version of this side lying tree pose. And carefully reaching back for the ankle, working through the front of the left leg. And sweetly rolling back onto the back. Hugging that left knee in tight. Send yourself a little loving embrace. And carefully rocking the knee back and forth a few times, opening up. Preparing for our twist. And coming into your supine twist. Finding a few sweet moments to wring everything out here. And coming back up onto our back, planting the right foot, crossing the ankle over. And reaching back for underneath the right thigh, flexing both feet, pulling both legs into the chest. Continuing to breathe, don't hold your breath. Long, slow breaths will help ease you into a nice slumber. Pulling your legs in a little bit closer on this next exhale. And carefully extend the bottom leg. Reaching up, still keeping the hips down onto the bed or the mat, not letting them lift up. You can always keep a little bend in the knee if we need to, rolling out that other ankle. Take what you need here. All right. And then bending that knee, stacking our legs, pulling the feet into the hips, working the outer hips. Relaxing into the body, loosening just a little with each breath. Letting the day go and not yet worrying about tomorrow. Finding one last breath. And in your own time, unravel your legs, coming into a little happy baby, sending both of the knees by the sides as you reach for the insides of the feet, the heels, the ankles, the big toes. Letting gravity help you with this last stretch. Allowing it to just draw the legs down by the ribs. The day is done. Now we can just hang out. And when you're ready to finish our last final resting position, drawing the feet together, pressing the soles of the feet together and releasing the legs into a reclined bound angle. Throwing the arms overhead, maybe making a little pillow for yourself. Find a comfortable space, a comfortable way to end. To observe the cadence of your breath. To lie here in contentment for all that you've accomplished today. Finding relief that there is nothing more for you to do. But let go and surrender to gravity weighing you down, drawing you into this comfortable space. Allowing all of your muscles to relax. Releasing tension from your forehead, from the jaw. Continuing to breathe in and out. Feeling soft and at peace. And continuing to enjoy these moments of stillness and quiet. As you feel your breath throughout your entire body. As you prepare to drift off into a nice, even sleep. Preparing your body and your mind for a calming but productive beginning to your morning. By waking up feeling rejuvenated and refreshed. And as you continue to breathe and feel more and more relaxed, this video will shortly be coming to a close. So I give you a few moments to pause, shut this off before any other random videos or songs begin playing and take you out of this peaceful state. And I leave you here by thanking you for joining me in this evening bedtime practice. I truly hope it was a peaceful end to your day, and I am sending you best and sweet dreams.